Kia ora, Leo. This is your reading for the new moon in Capricorn that's coming up. A continuum from that full moon in Cancer that we just had, which was quite magnetic, quite electrical, I thought, unusual. Anywho, take what resonates with these readings, leave what doesn't. They're very general readings. They can only be that on this platform. And if you choose to, look for any titles from videos past or present that you like the look of the title. It can all be kind of interesting and worth a look. And also the collective reading is up there at the moment. So thanks for everything. Thanks for joining me. Your likes, shares, subscribes. I do appreciate it very much. And it helps these videos to be seen by more people. So Leo, let's see. Can we have some cards for Leo? Oh, yes, we can. And see what the storyline is for you today at this current point in time from whence you watch this video. Let's see. Okay. Look, I think with Mars being in retrograde in Gemini for quite a while, there's been a lot of start, stops, trying to get things off the ground may have been a bit tricky. You might have felt a bit just circumstantially stymied, Leo. We've got, but there's a lot of power coming through here. There's a lot of action actually coming through. We've got the Prince of Swords, this little prince, carried along pretty, in some ways, you could use the word aimlessly, but I think there's always a point to this state. Carried along by these little thought forms, these fairies in all directions, you know. There's a dispersive nature to this prince. And yet he's the one holding the reins to these thought forms. Some of them, if he cut those reins, you know, some of them would still hang around and the superfluous ones would just fly off and dissipate. There can be reasons for, you know, feeling a little bit scattered sometimes, feeling like, well, you're not quite sure what direction you're headed. Sometimes we need a period of time where we actually, we don't know where we're headed, but we know we're going to figure it out along the way, as it were. We then have the Queen of Wands. This is a powerhouse queen. It's pretty much you, Leo. She's reached her throne, or his throne, overcoming many things in the process, largely overcoming any limitations in terms of will, in terms of willpower, and being able to really zero in. I mean, we're talking two quite different sides of a scenario or a situation here. I mean, this queen knows how to get what she wants. You know, it's a strong will. And then we have the Three of Discs. So we're all the threes. We're bringing things into form. So that stymied period, if there has been one for some Leos out there, has ended. We're collaborating, working with others. We're co-creating with with the universe. We're building new foundations for something, whether it's marriage or building a new house or building a new foundation within yourself, because you had a period of time where, you know, you were spread quite thinly across a lot of things. You know what I mean? So it's really good. The Three of Discs. Then we have the Queen of Cups. It's a large heart, this queen. It's a large cup that's there offered to others because he knows how to fill it, how to keep it full. Self-care, nurture. There's also the reflective qualities of this queen. It's not in its highest polarity, not in terms of deception. It's in terms of seeing many facets within the nature of that watery element, right? So Leo, let's clarify. Prince of Swords for Leo, please. What was this prince? Because I do think it's a was, not an is. Is that right? Leo, it might have been. Looking at either aspects of yourself or someone else that was in your life. We have the Page of Pentacles, this very solid page. At some point, a message came through which put you back right on course. Or it either put you back on course if this is totally an inside job, or if it's some other personality here, it spurred you on to that Queen of Wands where you really had to stand up and say, well, this is what I want, this is what I'm going after. I'm not going to be sidelined or be with someone who's unfocused. This is one aspect of it, because we've got the Seven of Swords at the same time. This is a self-saboteur card, but it also can be externally about being deceived or deception. We can all do that. We all have a self-saboteur, Leo, and maybe it was just that Prince of Swords, if it's an inside job here, your saboteurial action is that prince where you just allow yourself to go off in all these different directions without being focused. It's quite simple, really. Queen of Wands, please. Wow. Queen of Wands. The Queen, as I said, knows what she wants. Now we've got two knights here, maybe vying for attention. Maybe there's that. Knight of Cups, an offering. Quite fast. Knight of Wands. Sort of an offering. More reactive character. More of a compulsive character. This knight is more of the nurturing kind of knight. He might get lost in his own reflection sometimes, but this knight, a little bit more fiery, fire, a little bit hard to pin down, shapeshiftery. These could be aspects of yourself, Leo, or they could be personalities that Queen has been dealing with. Three of Discs, please. For Leo, working on something, working towards something, we have a kind of truth, a balance, a personal truth. We've got justice. It's like with, I just see that Queen, it's like, well, in the creating of new foundations here, or this three of discs, this works in motion. The chaff was sorted from the oats, meaning only the one that was worthy of sort of building something with me, said the Queen. The one that was worthy of that will be, but the one that isn't won't be. I do see it as a kind of choice in a romantic sphere, but but justice always has the overriding say. If this makes sense at all, Leo. Queen of Cups, please, for Leo. And maybe just this works in motion, getting things off the ground, is a level of justice for you. Because I think there has been some deception prior to that. Queen of Cups. Wow. We get the Hanged Man. I can only but glean from this because it is quite confusing. There are lots of different narratives within this. And on this platform, I can only go with taking a general overview here. The Hanged Man with the Queen of Cups after justice in action. I think there's some, and works in motion, works in motion. It's part of your truth to be able to get this thing off the ground. It's like someone springing back from being dicked over, in a nutshell. But this Hanged Man with the Queen of Cups is a time of nothing coming in, nothing going out. There's been a lot of emotional flow backwards and forwards, whether it's within yourself or between others, up to this point of justice and the Three of Discs. And then we get the Hanged Man. There's a reason for the Hanged Man. We are, gestating something within the Hanged Man. And it's a state that we go into in order to be able to see something from a new perspective. So let's get a Brian Froud, Pixie and Fairy, to put just an extra glimmer on the guts of what the hell is going on here, Leo? What is going on? Let's just see. Well, this is right. What's going on? The phoenix rises from the ashes, singer of transfiguration. Yes, when you step down from Hanged Man Zone, things are going to look quite different. And people are going to look at you quite differently because there's a major transformation that has occurred. As I said, phoenix rises from the ashes. Catch me if you can, is what I'm hearing. So a major shift within yourself, Leo. This is pretty impressive stuff. In whatever way it happens to have worked. Now, what have we got? Oh, that's interesting. We've got pyrite, Leo, rockstones, crystals. We've got good change of fortune. I would say so. Success. Yep. Renewed focus. Totally. And leadership. So that's pretty interesting. I do see that as, you taking that kind of throne and being crowned. You have found your place. Interesting, Leo. On that note, take care. I hope you got something out of this reading, and do check out others that titles stand out. Okay, on that note, take good care, Leo. We'll see you next time. Cheery.